Mangy White Bushman, Charm City Farms. We're trying to localize food, medicine, education, empower people to grow their own stuff and learn how to process it, take care of themselves, and not be on the assistance of any kind. So there's this project in Johnson Square that's three-quarters of an acre in whole, but we're cultivating half an acre. And then there's food forest up the road that's a quarter acre inside Clifton Park. So for the most part, none of this will be for market production. I love to raise animals, so that's what my focus will be. So I do rabbits, chickens, pigeons, quail, ducks, and guinea pigs.
Wow.
So
Cool.
moving on to the site plan here again. So what we're looking at here, this will almost, for a very long time, this will be annuals because we're in close proximity to the barn where we have tools. We will have later hydration. Oddly enough, I say hydration, but within the design, we didn't water any of the annuals. Did you water any of them?
For a little while.
For a little while?
About 2 weeks. After that, you don't really need to water that much.
Yeah, because I don't pull weeds. We had a lot of organic matter, which we did today. And not just in the sense of carbon as a material, but as a form of holding life and things in the soil. So these will be pecans, these will be hazelnuts, these will be various other experimental trees, these will be chestnuts, this will be a holistic orchard, perennial nursery.
Wow.
It's kind of unrealistic to think that we could live or provide a hunter-gatherer lifestyle or diet off of such a small space. So I want to have the nursery so that we can kind of be a living nursery so that we can expand and help other communities get other food. And I say living hunter-gatherer diet because historically a hunter-gatherer diet was much better for us. There's that, and then the eco-services. You're talking about perennial plants that just keep living year after year after year. You don't have to water them. You don't have to do all this maintenance to them. So we're talking about like fruit trees, nut trees,
Yeah.
Berries, edible roots, edible flowers, edible seeds. All that stuff can be incorporated in all this, and it provides eco-services. Plus, it's a place of recreation. You can come just chill out under a bunch of trees and sit out in the field here with the tomatoes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Originally, I wanted to put a playground up here, but the kids actually have a playground pretty close to here, so I'd like to work on putting a pond here and helping Baltimore amend right now you're not legally allowed to keep ducks in the city, but there's really no reason we couldn't if we could provide their needs for them.
Absolutely.
So chickens, rabbits, and then there's bees on the side of the building. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Did see the bees.
So that's the plan. And now you guys, if you want to walk around a little bit.
Yep, on you.
So here's some of the chickens and the ducks. I usually have rabbits in here, but they've all been cycled out. I just sold all the guinea pigs yesterday, actually. So this is where the annuals will go, where you guys did all this. And then most of the holistic orchard and nursery will go over there. Pond up top. More nut trees down there. It takes a long time, and with the soil the way it is, it's a lot of work.
What's the soil like in Baltimore compared to other places?
Well, I haven't been everywhere else, but
Well, to another place, then. How about that?
I mean, even this lot and that lot is totally different soil.
Wow.
I mean, this was 26 houses at one point.
Yep.
So there's compaction from heavy machinery, from the demolition. There's compaction just from rain. There's compaction from just the soil. The structure is either sandy or too silty, or there's no balance in any of it. So generally, the answer to any of those problems is add more organic matter. So the wood chips that we got over there, the horse manure, compost that comes in almost daily, every week, is a great help.
It's going to replenish the land?
We'll work on it. We'll probably, by the time, in 5 years, when this is maybe close to being done. It'll probably be like a foot higher, 2 feet higher.
Yeah, farming is hard work.
Farming is hard work, and that's why we we talk more about. I use the name farm because that's what people identify with as
Yep.
far as food growing, but it would really be more of a polyculture or more of like a park type setting when it's done, and look a lot less like a farm. Here in the city, we already have plenty of market production farm models, and I don't know. I think we need other stuff, not just the same old, same old.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So that's where we're at. A lot of these animals, like the guinea pigs, were on 100% forage, so I would just push the mower around, fill up the bag, and throw it in the guinea pig pen, and that's all they lived on. Rabbits can do about 70 to 80% forage.
Can you show us the flowers over there?
These I didn't plant. So this is another lot from the choice program is maintaining this lot.
Okay.
So they planted all that stuff. Russian sage, lamb's ear, a cedar, the sycamores down there. That's the thing.
Cool. Okay.
So,
Well,
and it's handy for us too because I sometimes mow a big patch out of there, but we have free yoga once a week, so it's handy that we can have that space so they don't have to do yoga on top of manure piles.
well, yeah. Speaking of yoga, what are all the different activities that you guys have down here that people can get involved with?
Well, we have a lot of workshops. Tonight we have a workshop on kombucha, growing your own kombucha in June. We have growing your own spirulina, low-tech mushroom growing, cheese making, some primitive skills like friction fire, flint knapping, making cordage. I teach permaculture courses, 72-hour internationally certified permaculture course.
What's permaculture?
Hold on. We have the Forager's Apprentice that starts this Sunday. So my preferred definition of permaculture is a conscious design science for sustainable human settlement. I know that goes up here as soon as I say it, but so if we tone that down, it's things like this, like growing, localizing food, taking a burden off of industrialized systems, all industrialized systems.
Yeah.
In particular agriculture, but in permaculture we also talk about alternative energy, water catchment systems, cycling waste, getting things out of the waste stream, gray water, black water. Pests can very easily become a
useful tool.
A tool to something else. Like I think Seth was talking about the cucumbers in here. We didn't have any cucumber beetles at all because of the chickens. I let the chickens just roam around and eat all the bugs. So it fed them, kept the beetles off. We got like 3 bushels of cucumbers. We didn't do anything. We just put them in the ground. He says he watered them. We didn't weed or anything like that. So.
That's cool. So it's kind of like sustainable living.
Yeah, but sustainable, we like to think of it more in terms of being regenerative.
Okay.
Or holistic.
Okay.
And less sustainable. Because sustainable is kind of like we get to do whatever we've been doing. We can just do it a little bit better. And a lot of like organic farms are able to improve the way that they grow food, which is great. But the food still isn't getting distributed because it sits in a truck for a week to get here.
Yeah.
40% of it doesn't even leave the farm because it's ugly. And then, it doesn't get distributed, and then we get it and compost it. So if it could be local and people could just come out of the house and be like, this is nice, and then go home with it, then we take such a burden off of those systems.
That's right. Right from the farm straight to the table.
Right.
There's like $170 million in like food waste every year in this country, or something ridiculous like that. So you guys are definitely on the right thing. Okay, well that sounds awesome. And if people want to get in contact with Charm City Farms and come down here, what are the best ways to do that?
CharmCityFarms@gmail.com, or you can find us charmcityfarms.org, or on Facebook, or on Meetup. Charm City Farms, Mangy White Bushman. Bam.
Awesome. All right, thanks for giving us the tour. I appreciate it.
All right.